how's it going, everybody? So this video is going to be showcasing more or less like the in-field or on-the-field performance of the Meta smart glasses from Ray-Ban, and how they perform under well-lit areas here on the same high peak mountaintop that I was standing at when I did the low light footage. And so the original low light footage mainly showcased the street side lighting as it was able to pick up more of that backlit area using the actual lamps that you would have, like, you know, spread throughout the street. So they were casting more of an auburn look, like more of a brown hue compared to more of that halogen lighting, you know. So it's a little bit more of a natural sunlight effect that this city has, you know, with the street lamps. And you know, it casted like a nice warm glow over the actual street and sidewalk area. However, this higher peak mountain wasn't able to get so much of that illumination because that light and sound pollution is completely separated by the altitude. And this area here was the pitch black portion of the video, so there's a lot of information that was not captured during that filming process. And I had to have like a flashlight handy just to, you know, show what it looked like maybe 5 to 10 feet in front of me in comparison to a broad daylight filming situation. Most of the time, if not all the time, I guess, Meta smart glass users will be out in the field, I guess, during the broad daylight, you know, scenario, if not in driving conditions, like where it's fair weather and not necessarily overcast or nighttime, so to speak. So a lot of what you're gonna get in terms of like the image quality is gonna be, you know, exceeding the expectations of like regular 1080p video at 60 frames per second. So as you can tell, you know, there's still definitely an active image stabilization, you know, built in when it comes to the smoothness and you know, kind of handling and taking down some of the shutter, you know, bounciness when it comes to each of the footsteps that I take on this hike. So outside of that, you know, obviously you're gonna get like everything that my eyes can see, you know, obviously the camera can pick up on, except the added benefit is like there's no blinking on a camera. In addition to the one shot, you know, sort of video, you're able to, you know, stitch together multiple frames. As you'll probably notice that there's like a few cuts here and there, but there's a little bit more confidence that comes to forming like full information, you know, thoughts and like usable footage when you have the updated software in the on the Meta app that would allow you to film up to 3 minutes at a time. So having more information stored per video definitely helps with stitching them all together for a lengthier footage amount. And as you know, can already sort of tell with the spec sheet, you get 32 gigs of internal storage when it comes to the actual glasses themselves, in addition to what the Meta app has stored on it for your phone. So the more, you know, the more you have space on your gallery and the more open storage that you have on your device, definitely has a better value for picking up more usable footage and stitching it all together in a lengthier vlog. Of course, you know, a lot of people still have complaints about the side brackets to the video where that 1080p 60 frames per second is like condensed into much more of a narrow window. However, you can also do the zoom in trick where you crop it in to the 16:9 aspect ratio and then just level your horizon to aim at a better center image. However, it's gonna more or less like move your body 3 feet ahead of yourself and crop into that image. So you will get a larger picture and it's gonna be much more up close and personal with your subject. So if you're shooting, let's say for example, open fields like this, you can definitely get away with fixing the aspect ratio to 16:9 and instead of having that Instagram font to just only rely on. However, if I wanted the entire image of this full spread looking down, you know, below on the hill, I can definitely do that, just never minding the black bars on the side. So that's like definitely just a small detail to keep in mind. Another thing worth noting about the smart glasses, mounted regular, sort of in a viewfinder on your face kind of thing, like straightforward, front row and center kind of thing, is the center point is actually offset to the left-hand side. So just to demonstrate this a little bit, I'm going to place my my hand right on my nose, on the tip of my nose, and actually kind of like bring it out in front of me, so that way you're able to see exactly where the lenses are picking up, how far or close my hand may be in the shot, but a little bit slightly to the left-hand side. The only way that you can actually get a true center shot is if you fix your subject off, a little bit to the distance, where maybe your like focal point is a little bit more fixed towards making it become the new center point. So the closer your subject goes towards your face, the more it would disappear on the horizon, as well as like be cropped out towards the side on that left-hand heavy kind of center focus point. So if you keep that in mind while filming, that's also another nifty way to keep your footage centered in, as much as possible. So most of the glasses have center mounted cameras where it's right on the bridge of your nose, so exactly as you see, everything right in between your eyes would be exactly as the camera picks up. This one has that little trick to it, I guess, where you just have to keep your subjects a little bit farther and you should be fine as far as capturing your footage. The image stabilization definitely does a really well-rounded job of monitoring your footsteps along the way, and ultimately usable footage is for sure a thing to behold once the compression and all that kicks in for a YouTube upload. Now I am actually here walking on the street side to that upper mountain area, and what I wanted to do is actually capture some of the audio examples of my voice, stacked up against oncoming traffic. On my left-hand side or my right-hand side, you can hear, sort of like the actual display of passing by cars and the swooshing sound of the wind being carried by that traffic. So as I rotate with the passing by traffic, you can hear like maybe a tonal shift from the right-hand side towards the left as I turn around to listen on each individual passing car. Now, especially when it comes to filming directly with the sunlight hitting the lenses, I also wanted to test out the maybe like the areas that might be a little bit more blown out compared to others. But as I walk against the sun, of course, like the actual gradient lenses definitely help with that, because I get a clear image. However, it's not pitch black, and there's going to be an update video on that here, coming up on the channel as well. Because I'm going to swap the lenses out for some transitional ones or photochromic lenses to actually get a better representation from indoor to outdoor filming.